Hey, welcome to the Gasper. I am just doing another video. So in this video, I want to give my thoughts on the Jar Jar Binks being a Sith Lord theory and stuff. You know that Star Wars Jar Jar Binks being a Sith Lord like 7 years ago before Star Wars The Force Awakens was released and stuff. And of course, Jar Jar was never in any of the sequels and stuff. Years ago, I used to think it was kind of weird. It was so unbelievable that Jar Jar Binks was a Sith Lord, but now, since I watch the YouTube videos again, looking back at Jar Jar Binks mind tricking people, even Padme's captain and stuff, mind tricking him that Padme was curious about the plan and stuff, when he says that Jar Jar's mouth was moving and stuff, about the Queen not approving and stuff, about Padme saying that the Queen does not approve, but Jar Jar's mouth was moving and stuff. And I don't think it was an animation mistake or anything. I do think Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord and stuff. Yeah, I do think Jar Jar Binks is an evil mastermind using the mind tricks, especially in Star Wars Attack of the Clones and stuff, where Chancellor Palpatine promises the Senate prosperity to the Republic, about creating the army and stuff, about the emergency powers, how Jar Jar convinced the entire Senate to give Chancellor Palpatine emergency powers and stuff. And like they says, how was the Senate so dumb enough to grant Jar Jar emergency powers since he was kind of looking dumb or whatever, but they claimed Jar Jar used a mind trick. And I think that's possible how Jar Jar waved his hands around the arena and stuff, mind tricking all of those senators and stuff. And I heard in Star Wars Attack of the Clones and stuff, at the end of Attack of the Clones, Jedi Master Yoda was the post-to lightsaber duel with Jar Jar Binks, with Jar Jar revealing himself as a Sith Lord and stuff. But I hear they replaced Jar Jar Binks with Count Dooku and stuff. So I heard that they replaced Jar Jar Binks with Count Dooku is because George Lucas was afraid from the hate from the Star Wars community. And yes, I do think it would have been goofy if Jar Jar Binks and Yoda lightsaber fought. I thought it would have been goofy if that ever happened and stuff. But I'm glad Jar Jar Binks was replaced by Count Dooku by George Lucas and stuff, because Dooku, he was more serious with the lightsaber. His attitude, his character, he was more serious, how he wanted to destroy the Sith with Obi-Wan and then take over everything. I'm glad Jar Jar Binks was replaced by Count Dooku and stuff, because the guy who played Dooku, he did an excellent role as Count Dooku and stuff. I'm glad Jar Jar was replaced. I'm glad Dooku and Yoda had a lightsaber duel instead of Yoda and Jar Jar lightsaber fighting and stuff. It would have been too goofy to me, so I'm glad Jar Jar was replaced by Count Dooku. Wait, you remember in Star Wars Episode 4 and Rogue One when the Death Star was built? I heard when the Death Star was built and stuff, Chancellor Palpatine fired all the senators, had the stormtroopers go into every arena and took all the senators out and threw them out of the Senate. If Jar Jar is the Sith Lord, what does he do? Grab out a double-bladed lightsaber, start killing stormtroopers, and then Darth Sidious has to send Darth Vader to fight Jar Jar Binks. Oh, what's Jar Jar going to say? Oh, Misa, a big mistake. You should never have challenged me. What's Jar Jar and Darth Vader going to do? Are they going to fight each other with lightsabers and stuff? I mean, it would be funny and stuff. It wouldn't make any sense, so I'm glad they left it out of Rogue One and stuff. It would be way too goofy for Jar Jar Binks and Darth Vader to fight with the lightsabers and stuff. I mean, it would be funny, but a little not serious, because Star Wars is about character development, changing from light to good and stuff, like being serious about the morals and stuff. So I'm glad George Lucas left Jar Jar as a background character in the last two movies. I mean, he tried to reverse it with the original trilogy as Yoda pretending to be this weird character to Luke Skywalker, being annoying, going through Luke's stuff, but he revealed himself as a Jedi Master and stuff. That was the original trilogy. That was different, but the new Star Wars prequels and stuff, it was serious of how Anakin suffered and stuff. And I'm glad Jar Jar was just a background character. So, guys, that's all I have to say. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Hit like and subscribe. Bye.